Hi there, how are you doing? Thank you so much for creating time to tune in. I want to talk about preteens. Preteens, children who are approaching teenage uh, stage of growth and development. These are children who are found actually in primary school. So we are talking of 11-year-olds, 12-year-olds, and when I say preteens, I can also extend it to 13-year-olds. The 13s are already into teenage stage. I chose to do this video because I've seen a lot of challenges that these children are facing. I've seen a lot of challenges that teachers are facing, and also the same challenges some parents are facing when raising these children. First of all, it's important for the parents and the facilitators to understand that these children are going through a very critical stage in their growth and development. Parents need to understand what are the characteristics of this stage. What is the worst that can happen during this period of growth and development? Same to facilitators, we need to be fully aware of the developmental stages that these children are going through, and then intervene where intervention needs to take place. I say this because a lot of conflict arises. You find maybe children saying, I don't want a facilitator so and so because I feel he or she doesn't treat me right. They take the same to the parents. The parents also feel maybe the problem is the facilitator, or maybe the problem is the school. But now we need to understand what are the characteristics of this stage. So parents find out what are the characteristics. How do I intervene if my child exhibits a particular kind of behavior? Preteens, you'll find this is the stage where they feel and they believe like, they're acting and the world is the stage. Everyone is watching them. So they want to be at their best. They want to feel like no one else is like them. Some of them may exhibit the right behavior. Others may exhibit other behaviors, thinking that they've become celebrities or they're aping some celebrities. So it's important for us to guide them on what needs to be done. We need to have girl talks, we need to have boy talks as frequent as we can. Let us talk to these children and reaffirm them that the changes they are facing is quite normal for them to go through. And we can also tell them that even as grown-ups, at some point we went through them. These changes, they must go through them, but what matters is how they handle the changes. Will these changes affect their relationship with their counterparts? Will it affect their relationship with their parents and their facilitators? So then how do they balance this? After they understand that it is a normal process of growth and development, everything falls into place. When it falls into place, now we come in to give further guidance. As you are growing, this is likely to happen. There's something that we also need to address. This is something to do with peer pressure. They feel like they want to belong to a group. We need to guide them and tell them it is not always a must for you to belong to a particular group. The group, if it is beneficial to you, a group that adds value to you in terms of moral, in terms of academics, then it is okay to belong to that group. But if you get into a group that always finds you landing into trouble, you are always being quarreled, you are always being summoned to the office, then that is a clear indicator that you don't need to belong to this group. We also need to let them know that in as much as we as humans are social beings, there comes a point where you don't actually have to be in a particular group. You can be an individual on your own without belonging to a group, and it's okay as long as you're okay, as long as you're doing the right thing. Because if the option that you have of not being on your own is a group that is going to mislead you, then you'd rather not belong to this particular kind of group. So as parents, find out this group or this friend that my child keeps talking about, what are they talking about? What is the discussion? If they have a WhatsApp group, if you have allowed it, what are they discussing? What are the images that they are sharing through the WhatsApp or any other social media kind of communication that they belong to? Because at this age, I tell you, they understand all the digital forms of communication. You might be saying that you don't allow phones. They might not be using your own phones, but they have access to phones through their friends or through their neighbors, through any other person. So the best thing to do, even if you have said, maybe in my house I've said no phones until a child attains this age, find out, in the event that my child gets to access a phone, how prepared is the child ready to handle the challenges or the dangers that are associated with having these kind of devices. Tell them to be very alert, to be able to discern, to know which kind of discussion am I supposed to belong to, and if I have been added into a group and they're discussing this kind of stuff, what am I supposed to do? Number one, for this child to confide to you, they must have confidence in you. They must trust you that you will handle the situation in a way that does not hurt them or hurt their friends. Remember, they don't want to be seen as snitches, like they put it. They want to be seen as the best friends, BFFs. So as you're handling it, make sure before every other thing, you are the best friend to your child. Once you become a best friend, they will always share with you how their day was, how everything else was. They will share with you. As they are sharing with you, you can be able to tell, this statement raises a red flag to me. This one tells me something needs to be done, and then you will get to do. So as you talk to them, tell them, if you've been added into a WhatsApp group and you find whatever is being discussed is not morally correct, or it's something that is likely to mislead you, kindly let me know. I shall intervene, because I love you and I want to protect you. I want the best for you. So it's important to maintain real, genuine friendship. Like I've told you, in as much as they love you as the parent or the guardian, they also have a group where they don't want to be seen like betrayers. They also want to belong. So it's a delicate thing that we also, in whichever way, you have to find how to maneuver. Then there is, you also have to be in touch with the school. Get to know how your child behaves while at school, because as they grow, they become cunning to some point. You may be with a child at home, the kind of behavior they exhibit while with you could be totally different from what they do while they are far away from you. So find out, how are they while at school. If you are called to school because of one thing or the other, please create time, go to school and work together with the teachers so that we don't lose these children as they are growing up. So remember, it has to do with you, the parent, the guardian, the school, and the child. And the child comes in after they have they have trusted you, after they believe in you and they know that you mean well in whatever you are going to take up as your role as a